Let me introduce myself. My name is Mihkael, or you can call me Michael, and today I want to work on the project that has been given. And now for the first part 1 in the project language assessment, I want to explain the material with the topic is communicative test design. Hi Miss, back again with me. Now I want to explain the material with the topic is communicative test design. So here we go. The definition of communicative test design. Communicative test design refers to the process of creating language assessments that evaluate a learner's ability to use language effectively in real life, interactive, and meaningful communication contexts. The primary goal of communicative testing is to assess not just a learner's knowledge of grammar or vocabulary, but their ability to convey meaning, engage in conversation, and perform communicative tasks in realistic situations, such as making requests, giving direction, participating in discussion, or writing emails. These tests are typically task based and focus on assessing both fluency or the ability to communicate smoothly and appropriateness or the ability to use language suitably in different social and cultural contexts. In essence, communicative test design aims to measure a learner's communicative competence, which include the skill needed to understand, produce, and interpret language in real-world situations. So, the key characteristic of communication test design. Number one, real life context. Tests are designed to reflect authentic communicative situations such as conversation, negotiation, interview, or written exchange rather than abstract language forms. Number two, interaction. Emphasis is placed on interactive tasks where students need to engage with others or role plays, interview, and group discussion. Three, focus on meaning. The priority is on conveying meaning effectively rather than on producing perfect language. Grammar and vocabulary are important, but they are evaluated in the context of communication. Number four, task based. Tasks often require learners to solve problems, make decisions, or negotiate meaning, reflecting real world language use. And now, example of communicative tasks. 1. Role play. Learners may be given a scenario such as ordering food in a restaurant or negotiating a contract in a business meeting and assessed on their ability to communicate effectively in that situation. For the example, you are a customer at the hotel and you need to complain about a room service issue. The other person will be the hotel receptionist. Number two, information gap activities. One learner has information that the other learner needs in order to complete a task. This task, their ability to ask relevant questions and convey information clearly. Example, one learner holds a map of a city with certain location marked, while the other learner has to ask questions to find out where those locations are. 3. Interview. This can be used to assess speaking skills by having the student respond to open-ended question in a real-time exchange. Example, a job interview scenario where the student has to answer questions related to their background and qualification. Number 4, group discussion or collaborative task. A group of learners might be asked to discuss a topic or solve a problem together. Their ability to listen, respond, negotiate, meaning, and collaborate is assessed. For the example, discuss and decide on the best way to allocate resources for a community project. Now, here we go to the advantage. Number one, realistic and practical. These tests reflect actual language use, making them more relevant to learners' future needs in business, travel, or social interaction. Number two, encourages communication skills. Visual strategies can be used in conjunction with speech in communication to help. If important components like graphs, drawing, and diagram are employed together with oral communication, it becomes more significant. Number three, motivating for learners. Students may find communicative tasks more engaging and meaningful as they mirror real world interaction. Number four, focus on fluency. They emphasize communication over perfect grammar, which encourages learners to speak and act confidently without fear of making mistakes. Now, for the disadvantage. Number one, difficult to administer. These types of tests often require more resources, trained examiners, groups of students, appropriate environments, and are harder to administer on a large scale compared to traditional written tests. Number two, limited focus on accuracy. Because communicative tests often emphasize fluency and meaning over form, they may not provide sufficient practice or feedback on grammatical or syntactical accuracy, which could be problematic for learners needing to improve this aspect. 3. Time wastage. Sometimes this communication takes more time in an oral conversation. Thoughts are quickly exchanged. Number 4. Subjectivity. Scoring communicative tasks can be more subjective than traditional tests, especially when evaluating fluency and interaction. There is often less clear cut, right and wrong in communication, making it harder to standardize assessments. So, the last is conclusion. In summary, communicative test design is crucial for evaluating language learners' proficiency in authentic context. These assessments provide a more true assessment of abilities beyond vocabulary and grammar by emphasizing real world task based scenarios. These abilities include the capacity to communicate, negotiate meaning, and modify language to fit different situations. Although communicative exam offer many benefits, such encouraging fluency, inspiring students, and offering a comprehensive assessment of language proficiency. They also have drawbacks, such as scoring subjectivity, the intricacy of administration and design, and possible cultural biases. All things considered, communicative test design is consistent with contemporary methods of teaching language that prioritize real-world language usage. Language usage. Nonetheless, the guarantee efficiency and equity it necessitates meticulous preparation, precise evaluation standards, and adequate resources. Now in part two. Hi guys, welcome and thank you for coming in my class. So in this class, I will give you the question and you must to answer it. The answer is easy. You must to fill the blank word. Okay. So before I will give you the question, I want to give my scoring method for you guys. Okay. Now in scoring method. For each word that is restored exactly as intended in the target language. Partial credit can be awarded for words that demonstrate understanding of the intended meaning, even if the form is slightly off, like walk instead of walking. If the task requires context sensitive responsive, additional points or zero point 0.5 until 1 point can be awarded for words that fit the context correctly, even if they are not the exact match. And the last is 0.25 until zero point 0.5 points can be deducted for grammar or syntax errors that disrupt meaning, or if scoring aims to include grammatical currency. Next, in proficiency criteria. To determine language proficiency level based on a scores, the following criteria can be applied out of a total score of 1,000 points. 1. Beginner, 0 until 40 points. Limited understanding responses contain numerous errors in vocabulary and grammar. Okay, and next in level intermediate, 41 until 70 points. That demonstrates moderate language understanding, can restore words with some accuracy, but makes occasional context or grammatical mistakes. Next, in level advanced, 71 until 90 points. Shows strong language proficiency. Most words are restored correctly with few minor errors. Next, in the level proficient, I will give you the score is 91 until 100 points. Excellent command of language. Words are consistently restored accurately with minimal or no errors. So, this is your task. You must answer and I will give you the 2 minutes, okay? Okay guys, time's up. So, if you if you done with your task, we will discuss together, okay? And now the answer. Number one, regular exercise is important for maintaining a healthy body and mind. It not only helps to control weight but also reduce the risk of chronic disease. Studies show that even moderate physical activity can improve mental health by reducing stress and anxiety levels. Additionally, regular exercise improves sleep quality and boosts energy levels, making it easier to concentrate during the day. So, this is the answer for number one. And next, the answer for number two. Number two is technology has greatly changed the way we learn and access information. With the internet, students can find resources on any subject within seconds. Online platforms and educational software have made it easier for students to study at their own pace. Furthermore, virtual classroom allows students from different locations to learn together, creating more diverse and engaging learning experiences. So, the provide justification, text selection, rationale, and alignment with language level. I choose text that match the student's current language proficiency and reflect vocabulary and grammar they have been exposed to in class by selecting passages that are challenging but accessible. Students are encouraged to use context clue and grammatical knowledge to fill in gaps. Reinforcing skills they are actively developing, this alignment ensures that the tasks are neither too easy, which could lead to disengagement, nor too difficult, which could lead to frustration. And next, benefits of using the C test in assessing language proficiency. Engagement and focus on contextual understanding, while closed tests and multiple choice questions may isolate language elements. The C test, missing half words, challenge students to rely on contextual understanding, mirroring real life language processing. So, the advantage for C test is number one, efficiency and speed. The C-test format, or in which every second half of selected words is removed, requiring the test taker to fill in the missing parts, allows for a quick evaluation of language proficiency. Number two, objectivity in scoring. Unlike open-ended rating assessments where subjective judgment is often involved in scoring, the C-test has a more objective scoring process. Number three, i- integrated language skill measurement. The C-test inherently assesses a blend of language skills, including vocabulary, grammar, and contextual understanding. Number four, reduce test weakness. In multiple choice assessment, test takers can sometimes rely on guessing or test taking strategies on related to actual language knowledge. And this is my presentation. Sorry if I'm lacking for my presentation. Um, Thank you for watching and listening for my video. I hope you like it and enjoy. Bye bye.